been called to the school for your child's misbehavior in school? Have you ever been in the store and your child has had a natural meltdown because they couldn't have a toy or a simple want that they wanted? How do you deal with these issues as a parent and help your child gain the self-control that they need in order to be effective today? Hi, my name is Yolanda Jackson, and I'm a parent of a 3-year-old who is learning how to gain self-control with effective discipline. Today, I want to talk to you about simple ways and helpful and effective ways of helping your child gain self-control through effective discipline. In order to help your child gain self-control, you must first understand why your child is having the behavior they have. Temperament refers to a child's inborn behavior, and temperament and parents' discipline equal your child's behavior, according to Dr. Rex Ford and Nicholas Long, Parenting a Strong-Willed Child, authors of Parenting a Strong-Willed Child. Your child learns from 3 social learning methods: modeling, which is by example; reinforcement, which is by giving something back positive; and punishment, which is correcting unwanted behavior. Now that you understand why your child is acting the way they are acting, here's a few simple ways to address your child's behavior. First, by reflective listening. Example: me and my son use reflective listening, and this helps your child to understand that they are being heard. I first ask him the reason why he's acting or what's the problem. He repeats it back to me, and I repeat it back to him, letting him know that I understand the reason why his needs or issues are not being met. 2, be clear with your commands and make sure your child knows there are consequences. If you tell your child to go take out the trash, then make sure they understand if the trash is not taken out, there is no TV watching or any playtime until it's done. Don't negotiate or argue with your child. Once you give a directive to your child, don't argue with them. The next step after you've given them a directive is to make sure that it's reinforced. And have them repeat it back to you to make sure that they understand clearly what the instructions are. So, for example, if you tell your child, take out the trash, you would have your child repeat the command back to you, take out the trash, understanding that you know that they want the trash taken out, and they know they need to take out the trash. Once that command is given, you should give effective, positive feedback, like, great job for doing your job. Now that you've learned how to address a few simple steps of your child's behavior, next is learning to discipline your child without spanking. You can have the reward system. For everything good that is done, give back something positive. An example, for like my son, whenever he's good in class, at school, the reward is we have a date night on Friday if he can make it from Monday through Friday with a happy face. We have a date night on Saturday. 2, the 30-second rule, which is effective from 4 to 17. It's when you tell your child, if they don't want to do a command, that they have 30 seconds in order to start or complete the task, or the consequence will be that they have timeout. Another thing that you can use is timeout, which is not for kids under the age of 4, according to Dr. Jane Nelson, author of Positive Discipline for Working Parents. Timeout is effective, but it is effective in certain ways. They suggest that you use a kitchen corner or a hallway. Having your child do timeout in their room is not effective, and that the length of timeout should be the child's age or until they're quiet, whichever comes first. Now that you've had some positive ways that you can discipline without spanking, you need to create a positive climate. By creating a positive climate in your home, you can say, I love you, by expressing that to your child a lot. Create structure and routine. Have family traditions and rituals that you do with your child. And learn to have more patience as a parent in order to cut back the stress, to reduce your stress when your child has a meltdown. By learning to reduce your stress, you're able to tolerate more from what your child is doing. Just remember, they're always children, and children will be children. Last, you need to build their self-esteem. By building self-esteem, this creates a positive outcome in relationships, life experiences, in school. Encourage your child to express their abilities and their interests. And also, encourage your child to make their own decisions. Support their decisions. But also remember, and when they're doing their own decisions, that you give positive direction for their decisions. Like expressing, if you decide to take this path, this could be the consequences. And if you take this path, could be the consequences. In conclusion, by taking the time to understand your child's behavior, by learning how to address your child's behavior in the situations, and learning how to discipline your child without spanking, this all creates positive and effective learning discipline techniques in order to help your child gain self-control. Thank you.